Have you ever said something perfectly normal and spent the next 6 hours wondering if it came out wrong? You replay it, you edit it, you run a better version in your head, then a worse one, then you replay the better version again. Meanwhile, the conversation ended hours ago. The other person probably has forgotten it completely, but your brain is still in that room. Your brain isn't broken. It's not overthinking. It's not a personality flaw. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's just doing it at 2 a.m. when you're trying to sleep. Your brain isn't replaying that conversation to torture you. It's replaying it because it believes something is still unresolved, and it won't stop until it thinks the loop is closed. Here's what's actually happening. In the 1920s, a psychologist named Zeigarnik noticed something strange about waiters. They could remember every single detail of orders that hadn't been served yet. The moment the food hit the table, they forgot everything. Your brain works exactly the same way. It holds unfinished things in active memory until they're resolved. An unfinished conversation is an open file. Your brain can't close it, so it keeps it running in the background all night if it has to. And why always at night? During the day, the external noise keeps it suppressed. Tasks, screens, decisions. Your brain is too busy receiving the world to process what's unresolved. But at night, the noise stops. And new research from April 2026 confirms something precise. Your brain actually switches between two completely different modes. One mode receives the world, the other generates it. At night, the generating mode takes over, and it goes straight to the open files. Suzanne had a meeting today. She said something.
I think we should review the proposal again.
And her manager's expression shifted, just slightly. The meeting moved on. Nobody said anything. It's now 1:47 a.m. Suzanne is not thinking about tomorrow. She's in that meeting room, replaying her comment, replaying his expression, running a version where she said it differently, then a version where she said nothing. Her brain isn't punishing her. It detected something ambiguous, that expression, and it filed it as a threat that hasn't been explained yet. It won't close the file until it understands what the threat was, even if that takes all night. The conversation is over, but your brain is still in the room because nobody told it the threat was gone. Now, the honest objection. But sometimes replaying actually helps. I figure out what I did wrong. I get better. Yes, sometimes. There's a real difference between reflection and rumination. Reflection asks a question and moves towards an answer. It finishes. Rumination asks the same question on an infinite loop and never arrives anywhere. Research by psychologist Suzanne showed that rumination actively maintains and worsens low mood, not because the problem is worse, but because the threat system stays switched on. Here's a simple test. After replaying the conversation, ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Did I reach a clear conclusion? 2. Do I know what I'd do differently? 3. Am I moving forward or just going in circles? If you can't answer yes to any of those, that's not reflection. That's the loop running. Reflection gets you somewhere. Rumination just keeps the engine running while the car goes nowhere. Here's the part that makes it personal. Not everyone replays with the same intensity. People who replay the most tend to have a nervous system that learned, at some point, to treat social uncertainty as danger. Not physical danger, social danger. The disapproval of an important person, a shift in someone's face, a silence where there should have been warmth. So the brain built a habit, scanned every interaction, flag anything ambiguous, keep the file open until resolved. That habit was useful once. It may have even protected you. The problem is it never got the update. Your nervous system still treats a manager's slightly shifted expression the same way it once treated real social rejection. You're not oversensitive. Your threat detection system is running on outdated software. So what do you actually do? 2 moves. Tonight if you want. First, close the loop deliberately. When you catch yourself replaying, ask yourself one question.
Is there an action I can take or a conclusion I can reach right now?
If yes, write it down. 1 sentence, what you'll do differently next time. That sentence closes the file. Your brain has what it was looking for. If no action is possible, write 3 factual sentences about what actually happened, not the spiral version, the plain version. I said something, his expression shifted. I don't know why. That's it. Acknowledged, filed, done. Second, stop reaching for certainty in situations that can't give it to you. The loop that never closes is always looking for a definitive answer in something that doesn't have one. What did they really think? Are they upset with me? Did that sound wrong? You cannot know, and a brain searching for certainty in uncertain situations will keep the file open forever. Tonight, when the replay starts, write down what happened in 3 plain sentences, then close the notebook, not because the problem is solved, because the file has somewhere to go now. Tell me in the comments, what conversation has your brain been replaying this week? Your brain wasn't torturing you, it was trying to train you, asking itself what happened, what did I miss, what do I do next time? That's not a flaw, that's your brain doing its job, on the wrong setting, at the wrong time. The replay wasn't the problem, the open loop was. Now you know how to close it. I'm the Cortex. You were never broken. You were just running on an unfinished file.